Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Tonight, a good one to kick off the year on Sunday night primetime. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. They'll get this up past the 20s. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
6 the Eagles, 6 the Eagles.
On the ground, it's Quinshon Judkins. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Judkins. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches.
Come on, set.
They'll go with the sneak. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down, taking this to the 34th.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Hold it ready.
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
19, Charger, 19.
Back to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Stop Cougar, 19. Check. Warriors, 70. 60 Maverick.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
79 Broncos.
On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from the April draft. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Raven first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Here we go. Start. Next, Viking, 18. Go street. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Let's go now. Ready.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Stephanie.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage. That second down play.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Tag. Viking, 18.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 4th down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Here's Pierce for the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up. Check, bounce tag. Check, bounce tag.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
19. Ready? Shot 60, shot Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hurt. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be caught. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 31 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Ready?
And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6.
Buffalo 86, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
This one caught at the 4. And the Browns going to be set up with 1st and goal as play moves them down to the 1.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, but it's probably a touchdown.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
76, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
They'll look to throw yet again. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Cleveland. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. The extra point is up and through, and the Browns move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Viking 18.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. Good running inside the 25. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. It's a big one for the Ravens. 38 yards.
Ready.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal.
Cougar 19.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His 1st NFL touchdown in his very 1st NFL game. The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. Gray is the motion man here.
70. Go.
They run it once more with Judkins. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Pass caught by Bond. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run it with Judkins. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Warriors 70. Let's go. 79 Brook, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready to run?
Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Here's a third down and 4.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Here we go, set. 70 Lions. Rig alert, rig alert. Set, hey. Check, 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 check.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taking it down. They got him. Nate Wiggins, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 23, here's second down and 7. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
To play in the first half of a three-point game. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. On fourth down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. He'll return it from the 11. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Three.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
This is 3rd and 6.
18, Rodney. 60 Eagles.
And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
Let's go. Riggs, 19, 18, Pioneer.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
and long.
Tap the 60. Ready? Tap the 60. Ready?
Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go, Jack. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Let's go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play,
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Ravens happy to use their final timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
19 tight. 19 tight.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
49-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 3-point game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Ready up.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 Tiger. 19.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be incomplete.
And I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
18, hide in. Let go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That ball's incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That one underthrown and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Get forward for a pickup of 3. Noel Williams is there to bring him down.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
18, 70 Timberwolves. Go street. Let's go.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. A man left side. It's caught. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Stephanie! Cowboy 80! Bronco 80!
On the draw, it's Brooks. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and 5. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Cougar 19. Check go.
Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll go with him again. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his second touchdown here in week 1.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On is Loop to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens will get out in front 17-7. After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. On the give, it's Judkins. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
It's a loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, they've left the tight end wide open in the middle of the field. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Wyatt. Hurt.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
I hit that a little too well. Lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
A run now on 2nd down, and that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Got it. Ready.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panthers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on, set. 19, shot.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Get it. Ready.
We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 3rd.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
On the ready. Go.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have the Ravens 1st down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Ready. Warriors. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Bronco 80. Street. Street. Ready,
Give inside, it's Brooks. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in
Let's
on
go now.
3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Ravens. It's a debut for the ages, paying immediate dividends. 3 touchdowns in the season opener. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Set up that wide receiver screen, get it out to the edge, but they do not connect, and that one is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. The throw here is complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Browns first down.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Crack all 80.
Play clock nearly expires as they... That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Round 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
Come on, go!
Now, faking the give. He's going to take a shot down the field. Now, right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
He's got some space past the 20, up the sideline, past midfield, inside the 10, and they won't catch him. He'll go all the way, 94 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Wide on the RPO. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Cleveland.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, that is Bob. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
18. That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready up. 18. Liking 18. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Back to throw. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
No reason not to go for it at this point. They will on 4th and goal.
Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Rig.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, you're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Go Street.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Still going. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens stretch things out even further.
Round 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Pierce for the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, when you've given up this many points, you're going to get quite the workload with your return units, and that's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that run.
They send a receiver in motion left. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the 1st down. Good execution of the double pass.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
ready, set. Ready. 19, Chuck, 70, Timberwolves.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
First and goal.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Cougar 19, ready.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. They're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Okay,
It
ready.
is second and 9.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Check smash, check smash.
Here we go. One final play. Now he'll air one out. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.
Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100. Entering setting. Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.